Do you think your biggest enemy is belly fat? Wrong. Do you think it all comes down to that number on the scale that jumps at you every morning like an angry little dog? Absolutely wrong. Your biggest enemy is silent. It's sweet. And while you're enjoying it, it's throwing a full-on demolition party inside your body. We're talking about sugar, but forget the cavities, forget the scale for a minute. Today, we're talking about the organs you never feel, until it's too late. We're talking about your kidneys. What happens when you ban this little devil from your life for exactly 30 days? The answer isn't simply that you lose a few pounds. The answer is far more brutal, far faster, and far more impressive than you'd expect. Let's be honest for a second. When was the last time you thought about your kidneys? While drinking your morning coffee? Definitely not. Your kidneys are the IT department of your body. Nobody really knows what they do, but if they ever go on strike for even one single day, the whole system collapses. These two little bean-shaped things filter 180 liters of blood every single day. 180 liters. That's an entire bathtub of liquid flowing through your kidneys daily. They are your personal ultra-high-performance water treatment plant. They decide what stays in your body and what gets flushed out. And what do? Every day, you pour a bucket of sand into the gears. Sugar, every soda, every supposedly healthy cereal with its agave syrup, every caramel latte. Your kidneys hate that. They hate it with a silent, burning passion. And the so-called experts on the internet tell you to buy expensive detox teas. That's complete nonsense. It's like trying to put out a house fire with a squirt gun while the arsonist is still cheerfully pouring gasoline on the other side. The solution is so much simpler. It costs you absolutely nothing. It's a single switch you need to flip, a switch that 90% of people never find because they're wandering through a sugar fog looking for the next magic shortcut. And today I'm going to show you exactly where that switch is and what happens inside your body when you flip it. Quick biology lesson, but I promise you won't fall asleep. You need to understand this mechanism for everything else to make sense. Picture your kidney as the toughest bouncer in front of the hottest club in town. His job, let in only the VIPs, proteins, minerals, the good stuff, and immediately throw out all the trash, all the waste, everything that doesn't belong. Now, when you eat sugar, it's like 10,000 people simultaneously trying to squeeze past this one bouncer. The bouncer panics. He's completely overwhelmed. He throws the door wide open and just yells, "Everybody in, I don't care anymore." Scientists call this glomerular hyperfiltration. That sounds impressively smart, but it simply means your kidneys are running in the red zone non-stop. They're in chronic stress, never getting a break. And what happens to an engine that runs in the red zone for days, months, years without a break? It eventually burns out, quietly and gradually. You don't feel it. There's no pain, no alarm signal, until the day your doctor tells you there's not much left to save. The switch I was talking about is called 30 days without sugar. No fruit juices, no sodas, no honey in your tea, no sugar in your coffee. 30 days of total detox. And what happens then? First, your brain goes haywire. It's a junkie, and it doesn't hide it. It screams, "Where's my fix? I need energy." You'll feel tired. You'll be irritable. You might have headaches during the first few days. That's normal. That's withdrawal. But while your head is throwing its big drama upstairs, down below where your kidneys are, something magical is quietly happening. Let's talk about the first concrete phenomenon, the collapse of blood pressure in a good way. Everyone talks about salt. Eat less salt, your blood pressure is too high. Yes, salt plays a role, but sugar is the real accelerant, the one nobody talks about. Here's the exact chain reaction. You eat sugar, blood sugar spikes, your body panics and releases insulin. And insulin isn't just a taxi for sugar, it's a powerful hormone. And that hormone sends a very clear order to your kidneys. Hold the water, hold the salt. Why? Because the body reads that sugar spike as a signal that a shortage is coming and it prepares to survive. Result? You bloat up, your fingers feel puffy, you feel heavy and pressurized, and the tension in your entire system rises dangerously. That's hypertension. Now, remove the sugar, day 1, day 2, day 3. Insulin comes down, it normalizes, and your kidneys finally get a new signal. All clear, guys. Danger's over, open the floodgates, and you're going to urinate a lot. That's not water loss like fitness gurus on social media say. That's the waste finally being flushed out. That's the stored water your kidneys can finally release. Your blood pressure drops naturally, sometimes within just a few days with no medication. But it gets even better. We need to talk about rust. Yes, rust inside your body. When the sugar circulating in your blood meets proteins, and you are entirely made of proteins, the same thing happens as in a hot pan. It caramelizes. In a pot, that's delicious. In your blood vessels, it's a silent catastrophe. Scientists call these sticky substances AGEs, advanced glycation end-products. It's literally biological rust, body rust. These AGEs make your blood vessels stiff and less flexible, prematurely age your skin, and clog the ultra-delicate filters in your kidneys. Picture chewing gum stuck inside the filter of your coffee machine. No matter how much water you pour through, it won't flow properly anymore. 30 days without sugar, and you turn off the tap that feeds this body rust production, your kidneys no longer have to filter through that sticky, viscous sludge. They can finally breathe and devote all their energy to their real work. That word, breathe, leads us directly to the next point, which I particularly love. There's a myth people have repeated for years without ever questioning it, and it is completely false. Eat less calcium to avoid kidney stones. Or don't drink milk. False. Absolutely false. Sugar is the real problem, not calcium. High sugar consumption, especially the fructose hiding in industrial drinks and fruit juices, forces your kidneys to expel precious calcium into the urine. That calcium is literally being driven out of your body when it should stay there. And what happens when too much calcium ends up in the urine where it shouldn't be in such large amounts? It's not sufficiently diluted. It crystallizes. It forms tiny crystals that join into larger, increasingly solid structures. And there, you have your kidney stones. Ouch. 1 month without sugar, and the calcium balance in your urine normalizes. The risk of these little torture instruments drops dramatically. Not because you eat less calcium, that's the classic mistake, but because your kidneys can finally keep it where it belongs. Inside your body, serving your bones and your cells. So, fewer stones, less rust, better blood pressure. That already sounds like an extraordinary deal. But what about damage that's already been done? Because you might be thinking, that's all well and good, but if my kidneys have been suffering for years, can they really recover? That's where the real surprise is, the one that changes everything. Kidneys aren't just filters, they're also builders. They have a built-in repair capacity, a resilience that medicine is only now starting to measure at its true worth. Sugar causes chronic inflammation, full stop. It's like someone constantly lighting tiny fires in your blood vessels and your kidneys. Your immune system is on permanent high alert, exhausted. The firefighters keep rushing out, but they can never catch the arsonist, the sugar, because it's everywhere, in everything you eat. Remove the sugar, and the arsonist disappears. The firefighters can go home and rest. Inflammatory markers in the blood, things like C-reactive protein that your doctor talks about during your checkups, come crashing down within weeks. And here's what happens next, the most fascinating part. When the inflammation stops, the body begins to repair itself from the inside. The tiny leaking pores in the kidney filters, damaged by this chronic inflammatory bombardment, slowly start to close. Proteins that were slipping through those pores and ending up in the urine stay now in the body where they're supposed to be. This isn't magic, it's pure hard biology, at work in your body every second. Your kidneys start healing themselves. You're not putting them on a restrictive diet. You're giving them a second youth. 30 days might seem like a long time, and the first 3 days are genuinely hell. I won't lie to you about that. It would be a disservice. The sugar industry has spent billions of dollars over decades convincing you that you can't make it without their product, that you need their glucose for quick energy, that you need their supposedly healthy morning cereals to start your day right. That is the most profitable lie of the 21st century. You don't need added sugar. Your body has fat reserves for weeks on end. What you're doing here isn't a diet. It's a reset button. It's like finally taking a car that's been running on the wrong fuel for 20 years to the shop and giving it what it actually needs to run at its full potential. After 30 days, far more has changed than what you can see on the scale. Your blood pressure is calmer, more steady. Your kidney filters are cleaner, more efficient. The risk of stones and inflammation has noticeably dropped. It's like you've finally upgraded 2 little power plants inside your body. The same power plants that had been running in degraded mode for years without you even knowing it. Now the real practical question, how do you actually pull this off when everything around you is saturated with hidden sugar? There are obvious things and hidden things, and it's in the second category where the real battle is fought. The obvious first, desserts, cakes, ice cream, chocolate, candy, all of it goes. That's the absolute prerequisite. If you can't get past this basic hurdle, there's no point going further. But the food industry is far smarter than that, and it traps you with the hidden things. For that, 3 rules are enough. First, stop drinking calories. Immediately, no transition period. Every soda, every supposedly 100% natural orange juice, every bottled iced tea, every vitamin water, it's liquid poison for your kidneys, plain and simple. Water, black coffee, unsweetened tea, your new mantra, your new compass. Period. Second, read the labels on everything you buy. The food industry hides sugar under more than 50 different names. Anything ending in ose, fructose, glucose, sucrose, maltose, that's out. Rice syrup, agave syrup, dextrin, concentrated fruit juice. Still sugar under a different name. The rule is simple. If you can't pronounce it easily or it sounds like a lab chemical, watch out. Third, cook for yourself as much as possible. Stop buying industrial prepared meals. In every pre-made salad dressing at the grocery store, in every jarred tomato sauce, in every low-fat yogurt, the trap is carefully set. Take complete control over what goes on your plate. It might take 10 more minutes every evening, but it could save you years of healthy life. That's the path. No tricks, no miracle pill, no $100 detox. One clear decision, one switch you consciously flip, and kidneys that start thanking you within the first few weeks. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel to discover even more content like this.